So 11 proverbs from the Bible about discernment and insight. Proverbs 14:6. The mocker seeks wisdom and finds none, but knowledge comes easily to the discerning. So obviously a mocker is a faker, okay, an imitator, a scoffer, someone who, mocker first and foremost is like the church. They're pretending to be sincere about worshiping God, but they enforce something like white supremacy, LGBT, feminism, conservatism, liberalism, libertarian thinking. Okay, so they're obviously just mocking God and insulting God. Okay, so while they're mocking and refusing to give me my rightful place, they seek wisdom at times, they're individuals, and they find none. They just think they do. But knowledge comes easily. Knowledge of God comes easily to the discerning. Proverbs 14:16. The wise fear the Lord and shun evil, but a fool is hot-headed and feels secure. So it says, why do these people like this, and this person, why is this person and all these people in these pictures, why are they hot-headed and feel secure? Why do these sex workers protesting, arguing that sex work is real work instead of trying to pass the war on poverty plan? Okay, and start up startup companies and work a decent job? Because they're fools, right? A fool is hot-headed and says, that's what I should do. That's why they need to submit to righteousness, and I'm the last righteous person ever possible. The last one there ever will be. Okay. Proverbs 14:33. Wisdom reposes in the heart of the discerning, and even among fools she lets herself be known. So these people, okay, even after they edit my picture and make it so I look like a crypto white person, a crypto Jew, okay, in terms of the patriarchal line, the dominant expression, I look much more handsome than that, much more focused, and they edit my pictures and my videos. So even though they've done all that in this situation, for example, okay, the fact that I'm wiser than they are is obvious. They even made it so that I can't wear these martial art uniforms anymore for the most part, okay, and they've changed my shape so I don't look the same way, right? Uniformity, right? Conform, and uniform. They're conning people, and they didn't like the fact that the way I looked made it clear because I had a commanding presence, so they changed the way I look. Okay. All right. Proverbs 16:16. How much better to get wisdom than gold, insight than silver? Okay. So what would the fair maiden choose? She would choose the righteous top martial artist, right? She wouldn't choose the politician or some rich guy in a suit or whatever they wear. Okay. She would choose the actual top martial artist ever, me. Okay. Remember, they're editing my pictures, my voice, and my videos, because that's how much superior I am to them. All right. A rebuke impresses a discerning person more than 100 lashes of fool. So someone watching this, it says, this guy is telling them the truth in the divine order. Okay, rebuking them the only way that is a true rebuke in the divine order of God, and no one else is. Again, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy, like being fumed and poisoned and persecuted and having to stand on your own 10 toes and so on and so forth. Okay. So a discerning person keeps wisdom within view, but a fool's eyes wander to the ends of the earth. So if a female had good judgment, they would rally to me to keep me in view. Okay? But they choose to go to corporate, to their sex work, to their new age nonsense. They're wandering Gaia, right? To the ends of the earth, right? Gaia, the earth deity. Gaia, okay? All this new age garbage, gang culture, scientific occult, kind of Freudian young nonsense, kind of groupie, liberal culture, hippie culture, spoiled brat rich culture, kind of, average black girl, out of touch with reality culture. This kind of ditzy blonde culture, okay? Arrogant, rich, noble culture, quote unquote noble culture, Satanist culture, eugenic sex cult of the flesh, accepting slavery instead of fighting to the death, afraid of what they're going to do to their family culture. But if they were wise, they would rally to me and keep wisdom within view in more than one way. Because by being in the divine order, they can see God, and God is the source of wisdom. All right. Proverbs 17:28. Even fools are thought wise if they keep silent, and discerning if they hold their tongue. So who should hold their tongue and who shouldn't, and why? Okay? Who, what, when, where, how, why? Proverbs 18:15. The heart of the discerning acquire knowledge of God, For the ears of the wise seek it out. So they're trying to sense, right? Sense and discern that knowledge of God. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, and everything else will follow. Everything else that you truly need. Proverbs 19:25. Flog a mocker, and the simple will learn prudence. Rebuke the discerning, and they will gain knowledge. Knowledge of God. So, okay, the mocker is getting beat down spiritually by refusing to obey God through me. If somebody is going to obey God through me, okay, they will gain knowledge of God by being in the divine order and obeying God through me. You know who has knowledge of God if you rally to me, so they don't try to do some internet programming tricks or something. If you rally to me and see them obeying God through me, and they might try to put up a fake version of me. So be careful. That's right up their alleyway. They put out so many antichrists, right? Many will come in my name, okay, and try to deceive you, okay? All right, where was I? The purposes of a person's heart are deep waters, but one who has insight draws them out. Also in Proverbs it says that it is the glory of God to conceal a matter, it's the glory of kings to search out a matter. And people may think their own ways are right, but the Lord weighs the heart. Okay? The purposes of a person's heart are deep waters, but one who has insight draws them out. One who is the King of Kings draws them out. So I'm supposed to study people and judge their actions and say, okay, let's try to estimate. Okay, it's right there in the last, estimate, right? Estimate, okay, the political climate, lie, mate. How are they lying by their actions? They're like, hey guys, it's a good idea to act like a conformist groupie in these very serious times we're living in. I just saw another a video the other day about an old veteran, he's 100 years old, talking about this country's going to hell in a handbasket. While it does, they think they should put out looking like this. She thinks she should look like this. She thinks she should look like that. She thinks she should look like that. She thinks she should look like that. And this person thinks they should be a gangster, and this, and so on and so forth. And that person thinks they should be a sex worker, new age, out of touch, pretending to do some corporate slut, corporate traitors to God, sexual sadist, dominatrix types. They all think that they should do some dumb shit. Well, I'm thinking about what is the righteous and right thing to do, going over Proverbs, and I've gone over philosophy on YouTube alone since 2009, and I've been discussing morals on the internet for almost 3 decades now. Okay, almost 3 decades, since I was about 11 years old, on AOL and GeoCities. All right. The wise in heart are called discerning, and gracious words promote instruction. Again, who, what, when, where, how, why. Okay? If somebody is about to drive off a cliff, do you go, hey, you're kind of driving wrong, and I think that you should stop? Or do you say, hey, what the hell are you doing? Right? So who, what, when, where, how, why? Thank you.